ehlukene lezi ezibhalwe la ngoba ngithi kufana ukuthi iDaveyton ubhale neSoweto izindawo eziyi2 ezehlukene.
Nongoma is a place and it's far different. It's a different place from Richards Bay. Like I've made an example of Daveyton and Soweto. Those are two far different places.
So the question is, do you remember, according to your version, who conducted this transaction?
No, angikhumbuli and ivela ngeke ngikwazi ukukhumbula makubala indawo eziyi2 kuthiwa Daveyton or Soweto. Daveyton eSoweto angeke ngikwazi ukukhumbula ukuthi indawo ekuphi yona leyo ubani wayelapho.
No, I do not.
Next
Sorry. What's the name of the enterprise? Is it Nongoma what?
Nongoma Hardware.
Yes.
ATM Center.
And then?
And it says.
But it's situated at Richards Bay.
Richards Bay.
Yeah, it's like us here. New York City, Saloon. But it's in Soweto. Jesus.
Shuthi
Nkosi enkantolo isike kuya.
ngazi umshusisi uvuma kanjalo naye.
I don't know if what the court is saying, the prosecutor agrees with what the court has said.
Ngoba mina vela angikhona understand yezona lethi eshiwo icourt. Mari la mina bengakhona uunderstand ngoba uNongoma Hardware ATM Center ithi Richards Bay. Ikhona ke iHardware ibizwa ngeNongoma eRichards Bay angaza ngaze ngize ngiye khona.
So this is what happened here at the Meyiwa trial, as Advocate Baloyi was questioning Moses Sibiya about this bank transaction that occurred at Richards Bay. So Moses Sibiya is insisting, that he was not in Richards Bay, he's never been there. And Baloyi is saying, come on, your bank cards are showing that you were in Richards Bay. So those transaction records, they are showing activity in Gauteng during the period, in which Sibiya claims to have been in KZN. And this is something, that could potentially contradict his alibi, his claim that he wasn't in Gauteng when Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. So Sibiya maintains, that he left his bank cards with Mbali for child maintenance purposes. That's why he left those cards in her possession. So you heard yourself, Judge, that they're intervening, and saying there's nothing surprising, about something called Nongoma Hardware in Richards Bay. We actually have, a New York saloon. We actually have Chinatowns, China malls in South Africa and everywhere, but it's actually not in China in itself. So that was more of like Judge that they're giving like a helping hand to the state there, and Advocate Mnisi sort of like laughed, it was like, what is going on here? This guy's assisting the state or what? But what is clear, is that Judge Rata was sort of agreeing with the state there. But let us look at some strengths of this explanation by Moses Sibiya. It's actually plausible, it's actually possible. It's not unusual for someone to leave a card with a trusted person for legitimate reasons like child maintenance, because this is your child, and you're actually leaving this card in your possession for those purposes. So this is a shared usage, and he admits, that both he and Mbali used the card. So the state cannot definitely prove that it was him using the card here or there. So there is memory limitation, this is something that happened back in 2014. And Moses Sibiya has repeatedly said, he cannot recall every transaction, which is reasonable over a span of over a decade. So that's some strengths on his side, But however, on the other hand, even if he didn't make the transaction, the card being used in Gauteng at a critical time cast doubt maybe on the strictness of his alibi, proximity to the crime scene, the timing of the transaction closely coinciding with what happened to Senzo Meyiwa. The state is obviously arguing, that they could have been in Gauteng at least briefly, reliance on a single witness. But that's what you have, this is the only witness that you have. So Baloyi should actually question Mbali herself, instead of going round and round in circles on this one. So for me, the way I'm seeing this, these transactions, they do not automatically prove guilt, but they are a tool, for Baloyi that he's using to try and challenge his alibi. And Muzivi is sticking with this story, to say those cards were with Mbali. So the weight of this evidence, or what is going to tip this scale, are actually phone records, witness statements, CCTV. Can't they even look at the communication that was occurring on the phone between Moses Sevilla and Mbali? This can tilt the scale on either side. Because as things stand, those bank transaction cards, they are not decisive on their own. They are only introducing tension in the court, but they do not automatically show that Moses Sevilla was in Gauteng at the time. So I was asking myself this question over and over again, as to why did the defense put Moses Sevilla as a witness? I think, there is this explanation, that he was not in Gauteng. So the best person to explain that, it's Moses Sevilla himself. Because Baloyi had presented evidence that was incriminating, those bank records showing that Moses Sevilla was in Gauteng. So the best person to explain what was happening with those transactions, it's Moses Sevilla himself. So this is it, guys, about this back and forth about the bank transactions. So another thing, they can cross-check this Nongoma hardware store. They can actually go there to Richards Bay, and try to see if that Nongoma store, is it still there? Who owned it? Because we can be going round and round. Maybe the store never existed. Maybe it's there. So they can actually do some cross-checking, some searching, to try and find if that store did exist there. Because that's what Judge Rata, was saying, that it's actually very possible for a store to be named in Nongoma, but it not being in Nongoma itself. So maybe going there to check can work. So this is it, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.